but I'll anticipate too. When he comes around, right, I'm going to be really focused more on Cooper and, you know, tapping and nudging a little bit, making sure he doesn't, you know, start to connect. I want him to be totally relaxed. And he's very relaxed right now. You see, I can tap just a bit here. So the big key here is always stay focused on what you need to do, you know, as a dog owner to make it happen. So, same thing here. Notice what I'm doing. Excellent. Keep moving on ahead a little bit. There we go. Yep. There we go. Right there. Yep. That's good right there. Yep. And then down whenever you get to it. So we'll talk about that too. So you see, Scrappy gets pretty intense, and it'll look like, okay, he's choking from the choke chain. And I want to talk about that because what is it's physiological, the mind's pulling in. Okay, so you're going to get that type of reaction when you say, oh, it's a choke chain. Not really a choke chain at all. Okay, it's about control, physiological, it's relationship, and it's about the intensity right here. Yeah. So see, because notice here, see what he tries to do. Okay, he's saying, okay, this ain't working. You know, I'm not able to connect here with Cooper because Enzo's doing a great job of stopping that, but notice how he tried to switch the sniff in the ground, the floor, which Enzo then interrupted that. So he's going from a primary supply to a secondary supply, and now he's getting very relaxed. So this is a great picture here right now. Because understand, when we first started this, you just tap, there you go, good. Because when we first started this, we would never have been, Scrappy would have had like big moments, okay? We would never even have tried this, you know, weeks ago, but coming a long way. So still, you know, a little intensity going on, but, you know, understand that Scrappy is your 1 percentile dog. So he's like the triathlon dog that, you know, will do the course like 4 times in a row and keep going and going and going.
I found that this is, for me to break the connection from the ground, I just bring his head back up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so you notice what Enzo's doing here is just, again, not, you know, so bring him into a state of relaxation in terms of the chin hitting, but through, again, to influence, okay, communicating the right way. So if you want to create, because you bring a dog into a state of total relaxation, in fact, you know, going to sleep, okay, but through, again, through how you're nudging, how you're tapping, because it's giving the dog comfort, just like through the right parenting style. Okay, so influence is key. So here, you have to kind of do it in such a way, it's kind of like, yeah, there we go. Just because it's process, right? Just like how you communicate with the leash, because she'll switch back forth, and then eventually, there we go. It's just like that total letting it go. Just a total big breath, let it go. There we go. Which is great, right? And so this is a great picture right here. This is what you want. So again, when you do this type of thing, you want to hang out for a little bit like this, right? Let the dogs kind of take it in, just relax and get them used to, right? You know, being near each other. And notice here, you know, Scrappy is ahead of, right? He's out a little bit so that, you know, he's going to try to turn his body more, and it gives Enzo leverage, it gives him an advantage, and then it eliminates that fear of a dog flashing over. Not that I think for a second that, you know, Scrappy would flash over, because he won't. But just kind of doing it this way to kind of show, if you do have a dog that is pretty intense and you get really close like this, number one, you should have a muzzle on them, okay? We don't need to in this situation. And number two is you want to get them ahead a little bit like this, but every time you do it, you can bring them back a little bit more until, you know, both of them are right, you know, aligned right beside each other fully. But here, you want to do this out here a little bit at first. So anyway, doing great. So this is a great little exercise. And we're going to end it here and take a little break.